Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. In this video, my team members and I would like to present regarding the assessment of functional status and quality of life. Before we start, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Muhammad Amir bin Samsudin and our group consists of 6 members including me, and these are my team members. Functional status assessment is critical, especially in geriatric care and for people with disabilities, since the list of difficulties or issues faced by an individual or a medical diagnosis alone cannot adequately reflect the individual's ability to manage their daily routine. This assessment helps determine the signs of illness or a worsening chronic condition based on an individual's changes and functional status. Some risk factors including pressure source, pre-existing functional impairment, cognitive impairment and low social activity contribute to functional decline. The World Health Organization describes the quality of life as an individual's view of their place in life in the context of the culture and value system in which they live and in connection to their goals, expectations, standards and concerns. It measures how much an individual appreciates the significant potential outcomes of his or her life. The quality of life measures also aims to provide more accurate assessments of an individual's or population's health and the harm that may result from healthcare.
So the first one is disease-specific quality of life. St. George Respiratory Questionnaire (SGRQ) is one of the instruments to measure disease-specific quality of life. It was originally developed to measure the impact of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. SGRQ consists of 76 items in 3 domains, which are symptoms, activity, and the impact of the disease on the daily life. The total score can be calculated from 0, which means no health impairment, and to 100, which means maximum health impairment. One of the limitations of this tool is that it may not be appropriate for setting short-term goals because of the 4-week symptom recall. While the advantages of SGRQ is it is available and has been validated in a wide range of languages, which is a huge benefit for Malaysia. The SGRQ capability is to identify change following both a pharmaceutical and physical intervention. Last but not least, the SGRQ may be a potentially useful summary indicator. However, it should not be used in a treatment studies for chronic obstructive pulmonary disease.
Okay, now I will explain about the generic quality of life instrument. So what is actually pediatric quality of life instrument? It is actually a measurement model, which is actually a modular method for assessing children and adolescents in good health, as well as those with acute and chronic medical disorders in terms of their health-related quality of life, or in short form HRQOL. The Pediatric Quality of Life Instrument Measurement Model combines disease-specific modules with a generic score scales to provide a seamless measurement system. Pediatric Quality of Life Instrument consists of 23 items, which are physical functioning, consists of 8 items, emotional functioning, 5 items, social functioning, 5 items, and school functioning is 5 items. For summary score, it can be divided into 2 categories, which is physical health summary score, 8 items, and also psychosocial health summary score that consists of 15 items. Next, I will talk about the benefits and limitation of this instrument. So first and foremost, this quality of life tool is proven valid, which can distinguish between healthy children and children with acute and chronic health conditions. Moreover, this questionnaire only took less than 4 minutes to complete, which Pediatric Quality of Life Instrument has the benefit of being short, which enables the patients and their parents to complete it quickly. This will make it perfect tool for determining how an intervention affects health-related quality of life and for repeated longitudinal assessments. The only limitation and downside of this tool is that it is only suitable for certain age group.
Moving on to the third point, self-rated instrument for functional status assessment. CAT's Index of Independence in Activities of Daily Living is the most appropriate instrument for assessing functional status as a measurement of the client's ability to perform activities of daily living independently. Clinicians typically use the tool to detect problems with daily activities and plan care accordingly. The best way to use this tool with all the people in various care settings is to compare baseline measurements taken when the client is healthy with subsequent measures. The index treats performance adequacy in 6 functions: bathing, dressing, toileting, transferring, continence, and feeding. The client's independence in the 6th function is graded as a yes or no. A score of 6 denotes full function, a score of 4 denotes moderate impairment, and a score of 2 or less denotes severe functional impairment. The CAT's ADL index evaluates basic daily activities. It does not assess more advanced daily living activities. The CAT's ADL is sensitive to changes in declining health status, but its capacity to measure minute changes in older individuals' rehabilitations is limited. When necessary, a thorough geriatric assessment should be carried out. All practitioners involved in comprehensive care and discharge planning can significantly benefit from using the CAT's ADL index to create a common language about patient function.
Lastly, I will share about objectively measured instrument for functional status, which is triaxial accelerometer. A triaxial accelerometer is used to measure physical activity. The physical activity that is measured is light intensity physical activity (ILPA) and moderate to vigorous physical activity (MVPA) in patients with sarcopenia undergoing rehabilitation on hospital admission. The activity monitoring provides highly accurate metabolic equivalent (MEP) estimation for a wide range of body motions in activity of daily life. A triaxial accelerometer with an activity monitor will be attached to the patient's belt from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. except during bathing for 5 consecutive days. For this measurement, MET data were classified into 2 categories based on intensity, which are ILPA 1.6 to 2.9 METs and MVPA more and equal to 3.0 METs. The strength of the triaxial accelerometer is the accelerometer is less susceptible to the bias associated with recall and social desirability that are inherent in self-reported measure. While the limitation is physical activity is measured during the rehabilitation period, the amount of physical activity and the intensity of activity might be affected through intervention during rehabilitation.
So, for the conclusion, health-related quality life instrument questions have become important for public health surveillance and are widely regarded as reliable predictors of unmet needs and intervention outcomes. So, for the functional status assessment, we can conclude that they can assess patients' ability and also establish a baseline in physical capacity. And health-related quality of life instrument refers to the aspects of overall quality of life and that can be demonstrated clearly to affect health. Health-related quality of life instrument is used because it is linked to self-reported chronic illness as well as their risk factors. It is important to track health-related quality of life instrument because measuring health-related quality of life can aid in determining the burden of preventable disease, injuries, and disabilities, as well as provide important new insights into the relationships between health-related quality of life and also risk factors.